video is going to walk through how we can take our curved shape that you've created from our drawing example and the working drawings you've been provided, and be able to get our flattened shape to be able to actually laser cut this guy. So you can see I've made a really poor version of it, just a quick and dirty one to be able to use as this demo, but it'll suffice for showing you the process. So we've made the shape, and now what I need to do is go and make this a sheet metal. So at the moment you guys have been working through here using your sketches, building it up in the solid section, which is perfect. But right now, the only way I can get it flattened is actually convert it to being a sheet metal product. So I'm going to go create and go convert to sheet metal. So see, it converts a solid body of uniform thickness to a sheet metal body. So we want to make sure that it will, so we've got it there, we're going to select this guy, we choose the right face of this, and he's going to say he's detected that thickness. If we needed to, would have to adjust that a little bit, but that guy is perfect on what we need to do. So I'm going to go OK to that. And notice now it's changed what it is over here. So you can see that little icon has changed from the solid body to show that it's sheet metal, which is fantastic. So now we've got that guy ready to go. What I need to be able to do next is be able to create our flat pattern. So what I want to be able to do is I need to choose my stationary face. So in this case, I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to go OK. And then what it does is, see how then it's flattened out our piece. So he's all ready to go. So from here, I could go finish flat layer pattern. So it's got now that reference for us here. So if I activate that, it'll flatten that down for me. But what I want to be able to do now is I actually want to be able to see, so when I go to add it to my drawing, I can add that detail to it. So if I go to that flat pattern now, what that allows me to do is I'm going to add a sketch to that top page. I'm going to, on here, I can then create my basically pattern to be able to do the laser cutting. So I'm not, the instructions go through that, but basically I'm going to add my lines as required. I'm going to be going from kind of where those cuts are, because that's where it needs to start to curve. I can create the bits that I need, and you can update the dimensions as we go. So I'll get rid of that. You've got your setups. Now, I think I was working on about 3 mils from there, 3 mils from there, 3 mils from there. So we can go through and set up our first sort of one repetition of the pattern. That guy wants to go all the way to the side. So I'm going to go there to there. He wants to be 3. And I'm going to pull that so he locks on there. So now that's a simple pattern. You can choose different ones. But from there, I can do a rectangular pattern for 1, 2, 3. Now what I'm going to change is, instead of extent, I'm going to go spacing. So for this one, I want it to be 6 mils, because I've got 3 mils and 3 mils, and then I can literally just keep adding those guys up. Now notice my original is not quite on there, so that I would need to fix that up. But I can then keep going through and adding those all the way through the bits that I need. And hopefully it lines up pretty closely. So that's good. I could adjust that first one, but that's pretty much ready to go. What I would need to do on each end is I would need to then work out what the extent, so that they curve as well. But then that gives me everything that I need as my sketch. And if I have a look, that's a little bit overhang there. So if I change that first part down to about 2, and then I can see they are both balanced. If I wanted to be really clever, I could go from that center line out and then mirror either side as well. But now I've got that sketch there ready to go. That's happy days. What I want to be able to do now is I can insert that one there. So if I go File, New Drawing from Design, because I'm in the flattened state, it will then take me across into my drawing. So if I don't have one created already, I'm thinking, I can then add that to an existing drawing. So I've got that there ready to go. I'm going to do this one, then I'll show you when I unflatten it, I can add things in. So obviously we want to make sure that's 1:1, and we go okay. I can then turn that sketch on. He's probably on the back side there, is he? So back in here, you want to make sure, there it is. So I've now got that to be able to export out. When I save that as a DXF, obviously I want to be able to remove that file there. So if I go off the page when I'm exporting as DXF, that's not a problem. When you go to submit this as the task, I want to be able to see that you've been able to put it all on. So I'm going to ask you to export your whole drawing, so you'll have your orthographic and everything in here, so you can add multiple sheets to that same page. So that's something that you'll need to, and probably would have started before you export this one. But we will be playing more and be able to support this, but this should give you more than enough of a process to be able to get to the point where you're able to build up all of your radio, not that just that bit, but all of the components, so that you have this guy ready to be able to present. Good luck.